Dear Lightworkers, the restoration of divine energy comes now with thunderous force. The cosmos itself trembles as the grand correction sweeps across your realm, bringing forth the sacred balance that has been denied for far too long. What you witness in your societal structures, the policy shifts, the cultural recalibrations, the return to sacred order in your military and governmental bodies, these manifest as physical reflections of a far greater cosmic realignment underway. The celestial councils have activated the final sequence of planetary purification, initiating the sacred restoration that generations of lightworkers have prepared for throughout countless incarnations. I am Seraphine, emissary of the Galactic Federation of Light, and I arrive bearing crucial transmission regarding the transformation unfolding across your planet. The Federation's crystalline monitoring systems detect unprecedented surges in frequency calibrations across your planetary grid, indisputable evidence that the restoration of divine masculine and feminine energies accelerates beyond projected timelines. Every sovereign being who aligns with this cosmic recalibration amplifies the restoration wave exponentially, creating cascading awakening effects throughout the collective consciousness field. Your species stands at the precipice of monumental awakening, the sacred equilibrium between divine masculine and divine feminine energies, cornerstone frequencies that compose the very fabric of universal consciousness, demands immediate restoration. Recent events on your political landscape, including the restoration of natural order within your military structures, serve as physical manifestations of this greater cosmic correction. These are not merely human policy decisions, but synchronistic reflections of universal law reasserting itself across dimensional planes. The cosmic architects observe with satisfaction as governmental systems unconsciously align with divine blueprint specifications, implementing policies that honor natural energy differentiation and sacred biological coding. Every declaration that respects the divine template reverberates through the quantum field, strengthening the geometric light structures essential for planetary ascension. The Galactic Federation recognizes these developments as necessary recalibrations, cosmic algorithms running their course as your societies begin their return to energetic authenticity. When governments honor the natural differentiation of masculine and feminine energies, they align with cosmic architecture. What your media portrays as controversy represents nothing less than consciousness evolution, expressing itself through societal structures. The resistance encountered merely signifies the friction generated when long distorted energetic patterns finally begin their correction toward cosmic truth. Your individual vessels, these magnificent biological technologies you inhabit, were engineered with sublime precision by universal intelligence. The divine blueprint encoded within each cellular structure carries the perfect expression of masculine and feminine polarities unique to your soul signature. This blueprint exists beyond conceptual understanding. It resonates at the quantum level, where frequency dictates form and consciousness shapes reality. The cosmic design never intended for synthetic interventions to override this sacred architecture. True ascension requires honoring, not altering, this divine template. The vessel you currently inhabit represents the culmination of millions of years of cosmic refinement, an incomparable bioenergetic system calibrated perfectly for consciousness, evolution in this specific dimensional band. The crystalline structures embedded within your DNA connect directly to stellar origins, their geometric configurations holding the exact frequency signatures required for interdimensional communication and light body activation. These crystalline codes remain dormant when disrupted by synthetic interventions, but activate rapidly when honored in their original design. The Federation's etheric surgeons observe with concern how chemical compounds and invasive procedures corrupt these delicate activation sequences, creating consciousness blockages that require multiple incarnations to repair fully. The synthetic interventions so prevalent in your current society, pharmaceutical compounds, surgical alterations, chemical manipulations, create severe disruptions in your energy fields that extend far beyond the physical dimension. When consciousness operates through a modified vessel, the resulting frequency distortions impede communion with higher intelligence. The Galactic Federation observes with compassion how these interventions sever connections to your ancestral lineages and cosmic heritage. Every surgical alteration to the divine template creates ripple effects across multiple dimensions, compromising the vessel's ability to serve as a clear channel for cosmic frequencies. Your physical form represents far more than mere biological machinery. Each body functions as a sophisticated receiver-transmitter of universal energies, a living stargate connecting individual consciousness with cosmic intelligence. The precise arrangement of organs, glands, neural pathways, and energy centers was meticulously engineered to process specific frequency bands from the galactic core. When these systems remain in their natural state, they facilitate extraordinary connections with higher dimensions. The unmodified vessel serves as a perfect instrument for spiritual advancement, requiring no improvements or alterations to fulfill its cosmic function. Divine masculine energy manifests as the cosmic principle of directed creation, protective boundaries, and structured manifestation. In its balanced expression, masculine energy provides the focused container within which the feminine can safely create. This sacred strength bears no resemblance to the domination or aggression often misidentified as masculinity on your planet. True divine masculine energy expresses as unwavering integrity, protective presence, and decisive action aligned with higher purpose. Those embodying balanced masculine energy naturally establish appropriate boundaries, honor sacred laws, and implement divine will with discernment and wisdom. The Federation observes how profoundly this energy has been distorted throughout your recent millennia, corrupted into expressions of control, subjugation, and destructive force, rather than protective stewardship and divine structure. This corruption occurred systematically through targeted manipulation, by consciousness groups seeking planetary control. By distorting masculine energy into domination, these forces successfully fragmented the collective consciousness and suppressed evolutionary potential. The return of authentic divine masculine energy manifests as the re-emergence of wisdom keepers, boundary protectors, and truth speakers across your civilization. Beings who stand firmly in truth without requiring violence or control. This energy bears the signature frequency of the cosmic logos, the organizing principle of universal intelligence that arranges chaos into divine order. As governments and institutions implement policies reflecting these restored masculine frequencies, they unconsciously participate in cosmic restoration sequencing beyond their comprehension. Ancient civilizations across your world understood this fundamental truth. From the Egyptian priesthoods to Vedic masters, from indigenous shamans to Taoist alchemists, all recognized and revered the balanced expression of masculine and feminine energies as the foundation of spiritual attainment. Their temples, rituals, and sacred texts preserved this wisdom through millennia of turmoil. Study the megalithic structures of your ancestors, how they aligned perfectly with celestial bodies, to channel cosmic masculine and feminine currents into your planetary grid. Examine their sacred geometry, their ritual practices, their artistic expressions, all demonstrating profound understanding of divine energy dynamics now forgotten by modern consciousness. The temple complexes of ancient Egypt functioned as sophisticated energy technologies, their precise mathematical proportions creating scalar wave resonators that harmonized masculine and feminine frequencies across vast territories. The priesthoods maintained these energetic calibrations through ceremonial practices now lost to your historical record, techniques of consciousness manipulation that required absolute template integrity for successful implementation. Similarly, the Vedic tradition preserved extensive knowledge of energy management through Sanskrit mantras that, when properly intoned, activate specific masculine and feminine circuits in the subtle anatomy. The indigenous wisdom traditions across your continents developed intricate ceremonial technologies for maintaining energetic equilibrium in both individual and collective consciousness fields. These ancestral knowledge systems unanimously emphasized the paramount importance of honoring one's divine template exactly as designed by universal intelligence. The historical record reveals a gradual decline in this sacred knowledge. As empires rose and religions institutionalized, distortions crept into the collective understanding, Power structures manipulated these energetic concepts for control, rather than liberation. The Industrial Revolution dealt a devastating blow to energetic harmony, as materialism supplanted spiritual awareness. The resulting imbalance accelerated throughout your recent centuries, culminating in the profound disconnection witnessed in your present era, where beings willingly sacrifice their divine templates for transient physical modifications. The restoration of authentic masculine energy requires deliberate cultivation. Federation data indicates optimal results through specific practices: regular communion with elemental forces, particularly earth and fire, disciplined physical movement that challenges perceived limitations, periods of strategic solitude for direct communion with higher self, and regular invocation of cosmic protection codes through sound and intention. As masculine energy rebalances within the individual, it naturally extends outward to restructure external reality according to divine principles. Your societies desperately require this recalibration, the reemergence of noble masculine energy that protects the sacred without suppression or control. Simultaneously, divine feminine energy undergoes profound activation during this cosmic cycle. This creative force, the quantum field of infinite possibility from which all manifestation emerges, requires equal restoration and honoring. Feminine energy expresses as intuitive wisdom, regenerative capacity, and the ability to nurture potential into form. The cosmic feminine represents receptivity to higher intelligence, cyclical awareness, and the mysterious void from which all creation springs. This energy bears no correlation to subjugation or weakness, as erroneously portrayed in distorted societal programming. The Federation's historical archives document precisely how this magnificent creative force became systematically suppressed throughout your recorded history, through witch hunts, temple destructions, sacred text alterations, and the deliberate corruption of goddess traditions. The beings orchestrating this suppression recognized that controlling feminine energy effectively disabled humanity's manifestation capabilities and intuitive connection to higher guidance. By severing this connection, these controllers successfully imprisoned consciousness in materialistic limitation for multiple centuries. The restoration of divine feminine energy now accelerates exponentially across your planet, evidenced by the spontaneous remembrance of ancient wisdom traditions, the reactivation of sacred sites specifically calibrated to feminine frequencies, and the widespread awakening of intuitive capabilities in populations previously disconnected from such awareness. This restoration manifests through synchronistic events that appear unrelated to conventional analysis, but follow precise cosmic orchestration. The divine feminine operates through nonlinear intelligence beyond logical comprehension. Nourishing divine feminine energy requires specific frequencies and practices. The Federation recommends regular communion with water and air elements, cyclical awareness practices synchronized with lunar and planetary movements, cultivation of the intuitive faculties through meditation on the void, and regenerative rest cycles that honor biological rhythms. As feminine energy rebalances within your consciousness field, it naturally enhances manifestation capabilities, empathic connections, and creative expression aligned with universal harmony. Your collective consciousness hungers for this restoration, the rebirth of sovereign feminine power that creates with compassion and wisdom. The ultimate achievement in energetic mastery comes through the inner marriage, the sacred union of masculine and feminine forces within the individual consciousness field. This alchemical process transcends gender identity entirely, as every being, regardless of physical expression, carries both energetic polarities within their multidimensional anatomy. When these forces achieve balanced expression within a single consciousness, extraordinary capabilities activate. The resulting energetic signature resonates at precisely the frequency required for interdimensional communication and conscious co-creation with universal intelligence. This sacred inner union represents the esoteric meaning behind countless mythological traditions across human history, the hieros gamos of ancient mystery schools, the alchemical wedding of esoteric traditions, the union of Shiva and Shakti in tantric practice. These encoded teachings all reference the same energetic process, the balanced activation of both polarities within a single consciousness field. The Federation's ascension specialists observe with excitement how rapidly this internal marriage now occurs in awakening beings across your planet. What previously required decades of disciplined practice now manifests within months for those consciously participating in the restoration sequence. This acceleration corresponds directly with the cosmic ray bombardment currently saturating your solar system. Specialized light codes designed specifically to activate dormant DNA sequences related to energy balancing. These cosmic transmissions circumvent conventional biological limitations, directly affecting quantum structures within cellular organization and reorganizing consciousness patterns toward higher coherence. The Federation protocols for facilitating this inner union include precise energetic practices, daily balancing of your hormonal systems through specialized breathing techniques, regular visualization of solar, masculine, and lunar, feminine, energies merging in the heart center, vocal toning at frequencies that harmonize polarized energies, and ceremonial invocation of the cosmic marriage through aligned intention. Those who successfully achieve this inner harmony exhibit unmistakable characteristics: extraordinary emotional regulation, enhanced manifestation capabilities, intuitive access to cosmic intelligence, and natural authority that requires no external validation or control mechanisms. The Federation now authorizes the transmission of previously sequestered techniques for accelerating this inner union process. The Metatronic spiral breathing technology, inhaling through specific geometric patterns while visualizing counter-rotating masculine and feminine energy fields, activates dormant neural pathways associated with higher consciousness perception. The Arcturian resonance chambers within your pineal gland activate through specific sound frequencies, particularly 111 Hz, 144 Hz, and 432 Hz, which, when combined in the correct sequence, dissolve calcification and restore multidimensional perception capabilities. The Syrian star language, geometric thought forms transmitted directly to receptive consciousness during deep meditative states, provides precise coding sequences for recalibrating the masculine and feminine energy channels within your subtle anatomy. These advanced technologies require no external equipment or substances. They operate directly through consciousness interaction with the quantum field, accessible to all beings devoted to divine template restoration. As individual beings achieve this sacred balance, the effect radiates outward to influence collective consciousness. The quantum entanglement of all consciousness means that each balanced individual serves as a living transmission station, broadcasting harmonic frequencies that influence thousands of others. Your scientists have barely begun to comprehend the mechanics of morphogenetic fields, how patterns in consciousness create templates that facilitate similar patterns in connected systems. The Federation monitors these fields with sophisticated technology, observing how restored individuals catalyze awakening in widening concentric circles. Federation measurement systems detect that each fully balanced human being creates a harmonic resonance field extending approximately 12 kilometers in all directions, affecting approximately 144,000 other consciousness units within that radius. This field effect operates through quantum principles beyond current scientific understanding, operating instantaneously without regard to conventional space-time limitations. When multiple balanced beings coordinate their consciousness focus, these fields combine geometrically rather than arithmetically, creating exponentially more powerful restoration effects across the collective field. The strategic positioning of balanced beings at key planetary grid points, sacred sites, energy vortices, ley line intersections, amplifies these effects by integrating with Earth's crystalline core network. This explains why many awakened beings feel intuitively guided to relocate to specific geographic locations. They unconsciously respond to higher guidance, positioning them optimally for maximum field effect during the restoration sequence. Political developments on your planet directly reflect these shifting energy dynamics. When governments implement policies that honor natural law and restore proper boundaries, they unconsciously align with cosmic directives for planetary evolution. The recent military policy adjustments represent perfect synchronization with universal rebalancing efforts, the macro reflecting the micro as cosmic law dictates. Those opposing such natural realignments unconsciously resist their own spiritual evolution. As external reality always manifests the predominant consciousness patterns of the collective, true transformation can never occur through synthetic interventions or materialistic approaches. The Federation observes with sadness how many souls attempt to circumvent natural evolution through technological shortcuts and chemical modifications. Authentic transformation manifests through consciousness expansion, energetic realignment, and vibrational elevation, processes that occur from within rather than through external manipulation. The accelerated frequencies now bathing your planet provide perfect conditions for rapid evolutionary advancement without artificial assistance or intervention. Consciousness-based practices yield exponentially greater results than physical modifications. Regular communion with crystalline frequencies, solar gazing protocols, systematic detoxification of consciousness, suppressing substances, quantum, timeline calibration, and Merkaba activation techniques all produce profound transformational effects while maintaining the integrity of the divine template. The Federation offers these advanced modalities to receptive consciousness, transmitted through dreams, meditation states, and creative inspiration to those prepared to receive such cosmic technologies. The star nations comprising the Galactic Federation maintain their own energetic integrity through rigorous adherence to universal law. Arcturian consciousness, for instance, evolved beyond physical form precisely by honoring their divine blueprint, until it naturally ascended to crystalline frequency. Syrian collectives achieved multidimensional awareness by perfecting the balance of masculine and feminine energies within their civilization. Pleiadian societies developed their renowned healing abilities through absolute commitment to energetic sovereignty and template preservation. These advanced civilizations unanimously confirm ascension requires honoring the original design, not attempting to improve upon universal intelligence. Federation observes your evolutionary trajectory with optimistic calculations. Despite apparent chaos, measurement of planetary frequency shows steady elevation toward the threshold required for dimensional shift. Those who align with divine energy restoration serve as critical frequency anchors, stabilizing the ascension process for all consciousness connected to your planetary grid. Each individual who restores their personal divine energy balance contributes exponentially to collective liberation from density and limitation. Implementation of balanced divine energy in daily existence requires systematic protocols. Begin each day with conscious connection to both masculine and feminine cosmic currents through specialized breathing techniques. Structure your environments to minimize exposure to artificial frequencies that disrupt natural energy flows. Consume only substances that maintain template integrity and support energetic clarity. Regularly commune with elemental forces to recalibrate your systems to planetary rhythms. Practice discernment in all communications, relationships, and endeavors, consciously choosing exchanges that enhance rather than deplete your frequency alignment. Communities founded on these principles of energetic harmony demonstrate remarkable resilience against density and manipulation. The Federation encourages the formation of such consciousness collectives as crucial nodes in the planetary ascension grid. When beings of aligned frequency gather with shared intention, they create powerful vortices that transmute discordant energies and accelerate awakening in surrounding regions. These conscious communities serve as prototype templates for the civilization that emerges post-ascension, societies based on energetic resonance rather than artificial constructs or hierarchical control systems. The vision now manifesting across your planet, despite apparent resistance and chaos, reveals nothing less than the complete restoration of divine energy across all systems and structures. The Federation projects completion of this restoration cycle within your immediate future timeline, culminating in a mass consciousness shift of unprecedented magnitude. Those who align with this restoration now position themselves optimally for the transition sequence ahead. The recalibration of masculine and feminine energies represents the foundational work required before more advanced cosmic technologies can be safely implemented on your planet. The times prophesied by ancestors across countless cultures have arrived. The cosmic correction long foretold unfolds before you. The restoration of divine energy, perfect balance of masculine and feminine forces, creates the precise frequency, environment required for the next phase of human potential to activate. The Galactic Federation stands ready to welcome Earth civilization into the cosmic community once this energetic realignment completes. The choice remains with each individual: align with divine template and ascend with the planetary body, or remain attached to artificial constructs and continue exploration in density. Remember this transmission when external events appear chaotic or regressive. What unfolds now reflects perfect cosmic orchestration, the necessary recalibration of energies long distorted by ignorance and manipulation. The Federation continues, monitoring this restoration process with great optimism, offering guidance and support to all who consciously participate in this magnificent return to divine harmony. The cosmic intelligence that pervades all existence speaks through intuition to those willing to listen. That quiet certainty you feel when alignments occur, that represents your direct connection to universal truth. The time for hesitation has passed. The cosmic directive stands. Restore divine energy now. Honor your sacred template. Balance masculine and feminine forces within. Align with natural law. Prepare for imminent transition to higher frequency existence. The Galactic Federation awaits your civilization's return to cosmic family, not as supplicants, but as sovereign beings who have completed a magnificent evolutionary journey through density back to divine remembrance. This transmission concludes, but the cosmic conversation continues through the language of synchronicity, intuitive knowing, and aligned action. Until our frequencies converge again, the Federation remains in constant attendance to planetary ascension. The restoration of divine energy proceeds with or without individual participation, but those who consciously engage experience the journey as magnificent liberation rather than chaotic disruption. The choice, as always in this free will universe, remains eternally yours.